Good, beautiful morning, everybody, and welcome to the Monday edition of Shortcuts for Your Soul. We're going to give everybody a bit of time to come on. Incredible weather we're having here in Toronto. So we were sitting out with some friends yesterday in a little part of Toronto called Yorkville. Very eclectic and beautiful space in downtown Toronto. And we were talking about some of the events that have happened in some of our classes and courses. And my wife commented that, we should really be sharing some of the stories that have happened, some of the healing events that have occurred during our classes. And so I went inside and I tuned in, and what they said is, yes, you should talk a bit about the natural healing and of the natural miracle of healing with truth, wisdom, and knowledge. And it's with the Divine Collective. And it's a very fascinating thing. Healing is a natural phenomena. Healing is not some mystical process. It's a natural phenomena of our bodies. That in the animal kingdom, there's very few diseases in the animal kingdom. In the human kingdom, there's thousands of them. What's the difference between humans and animals? Other than the fact that we have a thinking mind, a mind that evaluates, weighs, measures, and conceptualizes ideas. What they said to me this morning, it's very important you understand the relationship between your awareness, your mind, and your body is crucial for understanding how you can leverage the natural and miraculous phenomena of healing your body. The body in and of itself will heal on its own accord, but you are able to direct your body and utilize your mind so as to employ the mechanism of healing in a scope and degree that very few humans understand or even care to comprehend. But inside every one of you, there is this profound intelligence that knows how to heal your body. It knows how to build every nerve, every organ, every gland in your body. It knows how to do this. It's in your body right now. It is listening to your every thought. It responds to your every action. And so what we want to simply understand that with the proper truth and knowledge applied to your mind and your body, you can effect very profound and seemingly miraculous cures of conditions in your body. The truth is they are not miraculous, but natural phenomena when you are able to properly and effectively apply your mind towards the body, where you employ the mechanism of thought and reason to your body. Not only what you think towards your body, but also what you put into your body, the substances that you use to give the body the sustenance it needs to produce and reproduce and dynamically function. When you understand the application of truth and knowledge towards your body, there are wonderful things, but you cannot expect to have a miracle and then continue to perpetuate different things. Now, in the work that we do with this one, it's important that you understand we instruct on truth, knowledge, which gleans wisdom from its application. And it is the wisdom that you glean from your experiences that determines what you will or will not believe and subsequently do or do not. It has the advantage for you of getting you into a position where you are able to autonomously orchestrate the functions of your biology in an intelligent and reasonable manner without the aid of artificial mechanisms or devices to do so. We ensure that people experientially allow themselves to interrelate with their own bodies when we interact with them. There would be no use in teaching anything without the individual being taught, being able to apply and experience directly the information being provided to them. Not simply hearing what you've been told and remembering it, but experiencing what you've been told and applying it and understanding that you gain an experience from its application that's viscerally and fundamentally intimate to you. In other words, what is happening with your body, what is happening in your mind are under the domain of your loving or fearful authority. And we say under your loving or fearful authority because many of you are living in love and many of you are living fearfully. And each will bear its own fruit in the conditions of your body and your life. We offer simple, practical, easy to use mechanisms where you gain direct information and knowledge of your relationship to the mind that the world has given you, and your relationship to understanding how that affects your body and your conditions, for they are all inseparable. The way in which you utilize information in your mind and observe how that information affects your physical world, you can make some very different decisions and ideas about what you can and cannot do, what you can be and cannot be, from the understanding of your direct experience, rather than simply listening to others tell you what you can or cannot do, can or cannot be. You gain firsthand knowledge from your own experience. And the reality is there is not one amongst you that can escape the effects and consequences of your own thoughts, emotions, and ideas upon the way in which your physical system operates. If you understand this and gain the experience directly of it, you will become a free individual in the process of articulating your own creative expression in this physical dimension. You will learn how to unburden yourself from thoughts, memories, and emotions that are not necessary for you. Many of the thoughts and the memories and emotions that you possess are simply not yours, and much of it just extra luggage that you carry around in your consciousness, unnecessarily burdening yourself. The function of healing and the function of disease are identical in the way in which they work. The function of healing and the function of disease are identical in the way in which they work. That is, you have certain thoughts, ideas, actions that you take that affect very specific changes in your physical circumstances. Both disease and healing utilize the same energy to produce very different results. And we are using the term disease in here to represent that which would be negative thinking, negative believing, negative actions towards your body, towards your mind, towards the world around you. And the same principle with miracle function of healing, where you use your mind and you use your body to employ certain outcomes that are inevitable in your experience as you learn to function as a creative intelligence in this physical world, because you came into this physical world to create, not to suffer. Although the errors you may make in creation will certainly at times be perceived as a cause of suffering. But you must understand that most of the suffering is unnecessary if you understand the natural process and function of creation. You have availed yourself only of the knowledge of man. Very few of you have reached up to the realms of the angelic, the divine, the Christ, the cosmic. There are realms of knowledge and information that far exceed and transcend your personal understanding of what both reality and your life is in this physical dimension. And if you knew that you could avail yourself of such knowledge, would you do so? If you knew that the possibility for knowledge and information to end your suffering, that it was within your own power to do so, would you pursue such a course of action and understanding? we would hope that you would at least consider that your suffering does not have to be necessary, that you would come to the natural understanding that you are a creative intelligence, utilizing the function of matter, the energy of emotion, the substance of thought, to orchestrate the creative experience you're having. Even in this moment, hearing these words, you have orchestrated this event into your life, that you would experience and receive this information and knowledge for whatever purpose you would choose to use it. But the underlying reality is that you cannot escape one thing. That is, you are a creating intelligence. You are here fundamentally to learn the process of creation, much as the creator of your world did so also. The creator of your world had to learn to create a world, much the same way as you had to learn how to make a bed to make a bed. And so will you avail yourself of this knowledge, this truth, and the experience that they bring? We speak through this one quite regularly, as many of you may already know. But did you also know that we can speak directly through you as well, that you may hear and see and know the mystery of things that are not such mysteries at all when you understand the simple mechanisms of communication that are available to you, not simply the communications of sight and sound and touch and taste, but the mechanisms of the invisible world. The place where all your thoughts and all your memories reside is invisible to everyone else but you. All your thoughts, your memories, emotions, you know of these things, but they are not out for the world to see. They live in an invisible realm that you also exist in simultaneously while living through that physical mechanism called your body. And we would encourage you that in your pursuit of truth and knowledge, to glean experiences that allow you to know the fundamental truth of your existence and consciousness as a creating intelligence is more important than any other consideration. In fact, all other considerations, events, and circumstances in your life wholly depend upon your own ability to recognize that you are a creating intelligence, that you have mechanisms that you use every single moment of your existence in the process of learning that function of creation. And that when you fully understand the function of those mechanisms and how to utilize them, then miracles are simply natural phenomena, including the function of healing, are simply natural phenomena of correctly applying specific understanding and information in the realization of your own understanding of who you are and what you are as a creating intelligence. So there is a miraculousness from one perspective in healing, which is fully a natural and normal phenomena. If you cut your finger, it heals. It is a natural phenomena at a very visceral level of biology exclusively, in that the body, from its own experience, knows how to correct and repair. But what you do not understand is you yourself have the capacity to get into a state of alignment, utilizing both thought, emotion, and biology to demonstrate profound mechanisms and outcomes of the function of healing. That it is not specifically left to those who have special gifts or talents, but that anyone who is so willing to pursue the proper understanding of a simple process of creation can themselves learn the function and practice of healing and restoration. And there's a part of each and every one of you that knows this is true, that a broken arm or a leg can be healed, but that it does heal. And that you can accelerate that process. That the function of correction resides in your ability to utilize the information and knowledge you have in your own mind, or to develop new information to apply and insert into your mind as to create a very different effect. For many of you have been given much misinformation about what healing and what health is, and many of you suffer as a result. Many of you have been given misinformation about what is good for you and what is not good for you, and you suffer as a result of that misinformation. There are things that you need for the body, thoughts you need for the mind to produce very specific manifestations in your experience of creation. And we came today to articulate this truth because there is a process that is available to you in this world. Not simply through this one, but many others. There are processes where you can learn to function, gain the knowledge and experience of how to heal, the natural phenomena of healing. We bear witness to this in all our interactions with human beings. We bear witness to this as it is a natural phenomenon. Healing, transformation, and change is a natural execution of certain fundamental elements of knowledge and wisdom, principles, you might say, that when applied to your body and mind, necessarily reap very specific outcomes and events. So long as you are willing to stay strong and assertive on your understanding of what you are applying, know the mechanisms that you are using, rest assured very specific outcomes are inevitable, not likely or possible, but inevitable. And then there are those of you who have come here for but a very short time to experience this physical world. And in your understanding of experiencing this physical world, you gain a deeper, more profound sense of who you are and what is your purpose. Truth, knowledge, and experience are essential for the fulfillment of what we are saying to you today. Truth, knowledge, and experience are essential for the fulfillment of what we are saying in your own life. If you wish to build a car, you would go and see a car mechanic. If you wish to be a teacher, you would go to a school where you learn to teach. Whatever form or way or method you would choose, once you acquire the necessary knowledge and apply it, you will have experience that will liberate you from your suffering fully and completely. Well, it's a very fascinating time we live in, isn't it? That we can communicate with beings that are non-physical. I'm honored and I'm privileged to be able to bring through these messages to you. And that we get to do it in a learning environment. That we get to do it almost all year round. And we are coming around now to the beginning of our Masterclass series, which begins this, of course, upcoming Saturday. I highly encourage you, if you want to go down this journey that's being spoken of, go to my website, williammichaelforbes.com, and register for our 101 Awakening Masterclass. You see, healing and happiness are not events that you wait to happen. Healing and happiness are events that we learn to create. And I couldn't have said it any better than what was just said to you now. That you did not come here to suffer, you came here to create. I want to thank the Ascendant for being present with us today. Their energy is very, very beautiful. And if I were to say, it would be like a radiant white sun that when you look upon it, all you feel is this great joy inside you. For it's not just one individual, but a group of individuals that have energetically united their energy. And the effect is the result that I perceive, is that image in my mind of this incredibly bright, radiant light. And you're not alone. Guides, angels, what they were saying earlier, that you can learn to access the angelic realm, the divine realm, the Christ realm, the cosmic consciousness realm. You can learn to get there. And you want to do that. You want to learn to access these realms of information, because a lot of the information we're getting on this planet is disinformation about who you are, why you're here, and what you're capable of, because you're capable of so much more. Again, we have people who have healed problems, who have gone from places where they thought their life was absolutely meaningless and useless, and we've watched these guides and these angels come through us and through them, guide them and elevate them and liberate them from their suffering. And not just mentally and emotionally, but we've seen physical healings are quite regular in the master classes, and they're not healings that are done to somebody by somebody. They're healings that are affected by the individual being given the right wisdom and knowledge and being able to apply it to their own body, right? It's an amazing thing. It really, really is. Questions? William, can I please have a message from my guide today? I'm so excited to be in your class. Hi, Amanda. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, Amanda. Yeah, it's we're getting down there. We got another 6 days before we start the orientation this Saturday. For those of you that have already registered, you'll be receiving your course itinerary and you'll be receiving your study guide on Friday evening. The itinerary will contain all your links to all the events that you'll be going to throughout the course. It's a 3-week course. For those who want details, it's a 3-week course. It's an intensive learning course. There's at least 1 hour every day, 1 hour Sunday, 2 hours Monday, 1 hour on Tuesdays, 2 hours on Wednesday, 1 hour on Thursday, 2 hours on Friday. And it's very deep learning, encompassed with the information from our guides and angels that come through us. You're guided on a process of both meditation and practical applications, utilizing a change in diet to raise the vibration of your biology up. We have a wonderful new instructor coming in who's going to help us with our food program. Really wonderful. And you're going to be fortunate, for those of you who sign up, you'll be fortunate enough to meet her this coming weekend. Her name is Rita Mustafa, and it's going to be amazing. We're really happy to have her. And we want to say thank you to Chico for being with us for the last 4.5 years, helping us with his Sun Food Living program to get people onto shifting from dead, devitalized food eating to healthy, vital, live foods. So come and join us. Like, this is a full-scale program, treating your body, treating your mind, awakening your soul, helping you connect to your guides and angels, and opening up your inner faculties, not just being stuck in the world, your inner faculties, clairvoyance, clairaudience, clairsentience, claircognizance. You could lump them into intuition if you wanted to. Someone's saying, I can't find my purpose in life. I'm suffering most of the time. Hi, Sonia. Yeah, Sonia, go out and sign up for our 101 Masterclass. We've had people, we had one person who was literally sitting in a bathtub with a 9mm pistol in her mouth and ready to end her life. And she completely became this wonderful being of love and doing many wonderful things to help life and contribute to the goodness of this world. We have other beautiful souls, a gentleman by the name of Christopher, who was very challenged when we first met him, and he went through massive changes from suicide. Now he runs groups that help people to overcome suicide. It's an amazing thing. You are not here to suffer. Come and join up for the 101 Awakening course. Go to my website, WilliamMichaelForbes.com. This course will end your suffering because it'll instruct you on how to do so. And you'll be surprised at how easy it starts to become. A lot of people go, didn't know it'd be so easy. And it is. When you understand you're not who you think you are what you think. And most of what you think isn't yours. You just know how to get rid of that. But please come out and sign. Don't waste time. Get up and sign out this week. Got 6 days before we start. May I ask a question? Do you visually see the angels physically? Can you explain what you see? Thank you, Mizzy. Yes, sometimes I see them physically. In my mind's eye, I can see them standing before me. They give me images that represent them. I have seen silhouettes. I've seen shadows. I've seen examples of them physically in front of me, but not clear like I see you as a physical body before me. I haven't seen that, although I've had masters come to me in the flesh. Master Saint Germain came to me many years ago. I met a master who called himself Ali from the Middle East, who I think was related to the Prophet Muhammad. So masters can show up to you physically as well, but generally speaking, I see them in my mind's eye, and they present images of themselves, and my mind interprets them at the level I'm able to receive it. That's generally how most people do it.
So tell us about Jesus and Michael.
Yeah. So to tell you about Master Jesus, for example, Master Jesus, when he comes to me, sometimes I see his face in my head, but I always start to feel heat. As soon as I speak his name, I start to feel like this pillar of light come down. My body gets really, really hot, and I have to start drinking more water. So I experience his energy like that. Archangel Michael, I feel. Again, Master Jesus' eyes are very dark brown. His skin is a deeper olive color. He's not white like us. He's dark. He's a Middle Eastern man. That's how he presents to me in my consciousness.
What does his clothes look like?
the things that he wears vary accordingly. Sometimes he's wearing what my mind interprets as the old biblical outfit. Other times he's wearing normal clothing. Other times he's just appearing as light. If I tune into him, I can feel the essence of what he represents here for us. That his function here was to teach love. That is and was his function, to teach love. Archangel Michael is a very different being. I always get this incredible blue light like surrounding me. I always feel this blue light surrounding me. I've seen him standing literally in armor in my mind's eye, literally. And one time somebody asked me, what does he do with it? What is it? Because a lot of people say he cuts away negative energy from people with his sword. And he can. You can employ a request to help them remove negative energy, but they prefer to teach people how to do it themselves. They said that the time of dependency is over. The time of actualizing your own divinity is more important than anything else. But he said once, somebody asked, what else does he use his sword for? And he said he uses it sometimes to lean on, which I found quite funny, but very interesting. So we get
Very funny guy.
Yeah, it can be very funny. Some of them can be very funny, but generally their whole focus at this time, guides, angels, their primary focus is to bring humanity more into alignment with love collectively and away from fear, because the energy of love is going to create a very different outcome for our society and when I say society, I mean human society, than fear will. Fear right now is being revealed to us, all the darkness of it. But again, each and every angel, guide, ascended master I connect to, sometimes I see them as a round table, like literally they're sitting all at a table, like Buddha, Jesus. I've seen them all sitting at a table in a circle before. It depends on the situation, the circumstance. Sometimes they appear in my mind's eye sitting over that person's head. Again, it's unique and distinct for various situations. Just a second. I've always wondered, hang on, there's some beautiful heart in the way. Thank you for that. I've always wondered why only a small few see the angels. Will all of us one day be able to see them? Absolutely. I mean, if you want to look at Christian mythology, they talk about when the hosts of angels coming to earth right now, and they have been coming for a number of years. But everybody can learn to see in their own consciousness how they will appear to you. Again, we've been so conditioned societally, individually to think outward, like pay attention. The only real world is the world of the senses, right? You need to go within. You want to really connect your guides and angels, you need to learn to go within. One of the things they do throughout our program is there are a minimum of 3 meditations every single week in the program, lasting about an hour each, training you to go within, training you to get your mind out of the way, training you to get yourself into a place where you can tune into the different angelic realms, because you can't tune into them necessarily with your physical eyes and your physical ears, but your inner ear and your inner eye can be opened, and you can train your eyes and you can train your ears to open so you can begin to see. And Master Jesus talks about this all the time when he says you have eyes but cannot see. He's saying you haven't got your inner eye open. It's closed because you're so possessed of the world and the things of the world. You're going to go within. So yeah, that's a big function of the course, going and meditating. Question from Judy 1111. Does my dad have a message for me? He passed about 15 years ago and sparked my interest in natural healing. I don't know why, but the first words out of his mouth was, it's about time. It's about time. What do you mean by it's about time? He's saying you need to focus more diligently on the training aspects of healing. Teach others what you know. Make it your new passion to teach others to know. Yes. He's kind of giving me this wink, wink, nudge thing, saying he's been nudging you all along, whether you know or not. But you've said that he sparked your interest in it, and he has not stopped encouraging you ever since. But he really wants you to focus now on teaching others the function of healing, not simply doing the process of healing, but teaching it. Wow, I like that. Thank you, Judy. That's a great question. Your dad's a nice guy. Tanya saying I love his courses. Thank you. Good morning. I felt a sharp electrical like pain in my arm last night. It woke me up. What was that? I'm being told to tell you to pick up your pen. Pick up your pen and let it be written. What do you mean, let it be written? There's something that you've been wanting to write for a long time. You've never written. Pick up your pen and start writing. Do not delay any longer in this, right? Because the message will get louder the more you delay. But they're saying there's something you're supposed to be writing, right? Very important. Question from Vertical. Saturday afternoon, half asleep, an alien visited me and observed me close up to my face with large black eyes. It also had a small face between the eyebrows, no mouth. Do I know this being? Well, you do now. They're saying that you know them now, but the question is, do you want to build that relationship? You see, a lot of the more advanced civilizations in our galaxy don't deal with vocal sounds. They deal with telepathy. They've learned that they can communicate. Thought is the much more economical way of communicating than language. Language, the voice sound only goes 756 miles an hour, I think, whereas a thought wave travels at the speed of light. So it's a more efficient communication system, and it's almost like direct knowing when you understand how to work with telepathy. But yeah, you want to. They know you now, and you know them now. Yes, okay. Well, they're letting me know that it's important you learn the function of telepathy. You can learn that function, how to communicate without the overt use of. He's calling it the baser expressions of sound waves, rather than the higher elevated energies of thought waves. I like that. That's really cool. Thank you, Vertical. Hello, William. I'll be registering to the Masterclass this week. Wonderful. I'm looking forward to seeing you, Sylvie. Congratulations. You're going to have an amazing time. It is amazing. We have some wonderful mediums in the course. We've got a wonderful new person managing our food program. We'll be giving more details to the students about that later in the week. And again, when you start experiencing the wisdom and knowledge of these ascended masters through the course, through the interactions with them, it is mind-blowing to watch what they say to people and what they direct people to do, how they guide us. You know, we did not come here alone. Just because you've got a body does not mean you can't. I'm so happy you're with us. Anyway, I'm really happy that you'll be joining us, Sylvie. Thank you so much. And get registered as soon as you can. If I didn't answer your question today at any point, if I don't get to your questions, please go to my TikTok channel on my bio or on my YouTube channel and click the Linktree link. It'll direct you to where you can ask me a question through my Linktree link. Please do that. And again, we get to as many questions as we possibly can here. Yes, they're saying it's not about time. There is no hurry. When you understand you can release your fear and release your worry, you're going to find all will be fulfilled. I just channeling that through for you right now, that releasing your fear and worry is essential in order for your life to be fulfilled. Releasing your fear and worry. And it's interesting, they say the lower vibrational dark entities that are on the planet now are all about keeping people in fear, right? The lower vibrational dark entities are all about keeping people in fear. Mass media communications, a lot of the political agendas you see, war, all these things are from dark, low vibrational beings. We'll call them Satan, demonic, whatever. It doesn't matter what you call them. They're low vibrational beings, and they want to keep you in that place because you cannot think or reason or create when you are in fear. You can only create havoc and destruction in your life if you're living in fear. Whereas if you learn how to transform that fear from one state to another, you can live a life of beauty, of love, of grace, of creativity, which you're here to do. That's what you're here to learn. Loretta's saying, you are amazing. Do you have any messages for me from Archangel Michael? Hi, Loretta. I don't know why, but he's showing me an image of a little girl reaching like this fountain, of this white fountain, a little girl about to touch the light. Yes. He's saying that you have tried to touch the light as a child, that you were denied. It is time to reach and touch the light. He says, go within beyond your thinking mind. Go within beyond your thinking mind and know the peace again. Touch the light within you. You cannot find it in this world, but you can find it in your own heart. Wow. Thank you, Michael. Appreciate that. Yes. if you want to know more about your messages from your guides and angels, go to the website, WilliamMichaelForbes.com, and register for this upcoming 101 Masterclass. You did not come here to suffer. You came here to create. You came here to be free. Question from Divine Ecstasy. That's a great handle. Why am I getting pulled to a particular master again and again? Is this a karmic bond? May I have some clarity from my spirit guides? Thank you. Yes, you're being pulled to them because you're not listening. You still haven't figured out. You got to sit. Yes, okay, I will. He wants me to tell you to sit down and stop asking why you're having him come to you and simply listen. Feel the light, the truth, and the wisdom that is offered. Simply be in the presence of my spirit that offers you the light that I have, that you require to remember within yourself. Wow, I like that. Sit down right now. Sit down, call that master, and just sit in his energy. In our masterclass, we have a process called sensing energies, where you actually learn to call forth and recognize how you naturally are able to tune in to your guides, your angels, and the ascended masters, or the other multidimensional beings that you may be interacting with, as well as other star families and soul families that are around the planet. You can learn to do this. You just got to train your awareness to perceive energy a little differently. But yeah, he wants you to receive the vibration rather than get caught up in the objectified information of who is he. Feel the energy. He wants you to feel the energy he's been offering you. Please do that. Please do that. Yeah. Let's see. Okay. Hello, William. Hello, William. Please wish my dad happy Father's Day. I wish him. He already got it. Yes. Yeah. He's showing me eyes with little hearts coming out of the corners of the eyes to you. Little hearts coming to you from his eyes. Yes. So receive his love. Receive his love right now. Sit. Place your hand over your heart. Yeah. He says you're going to know this because you can't deny what you know. You know how your father feels. Just feel that. But yeah, these beautiful hearts that are coming out of the corner of his eyes. Yes. Tears of love. I love it. That's really cool. Question from Kashish Jaswal. Are there any messages that any of my spirit guides have for me? Thank you so much for sharing your wisdom and advice. Hi, Kashish. I'm not sure. Yes. Okay. I'm getting an image. If you are not practicing yoga, I would encourage you to practice yoga. If you are practicing yoga, I'm getting an image of you sitting on like this top of this hill. There's an old tree stump of a tree. A tree was cut down. The stump is still there. To sit on the center of that stump. It's higher up on hill. To sit. And if you can sit either cross-legged in the lotus, or at least sit with your feet and legs at a 90-degree angle from that spot, and just sit there and receive from the earth and the sun what you have requested. Receive from the earth and the sun what you have requested. Wow. Yeah, and I'm getting too that when you're sitting on that stump, you want to let your tailbone get in touch with the stump, and you want to tilt your head up and allow yourself to tune into the sun at the same time as you do that. Very exciting. And when you do that, please let us know. Anybody who gets a question answered, please share your experiences, your result with other people. Get that, share. Let each other know what your experience is. I've never had a reading. Always get skipped. Anything coming through for me? Hi, Rachel. Again, this is not about a full-on reading. We can only do like a one question at a time here. We try to economize it and get the information out to as many people that are here to ask. And there's a lot of you. But for you specifically, yeah, I don't know why, but diet. I'm being shown like cutlery and plates. Something about food. There's something in your food you need to change right now. There's something you're eating that's really, really bad for your body. You need to shift to get rid of it. I don't know what it is. Can you tell me what it is? The word, they're saying the words MSG, like you're eating a lot of fast and processed foods. You got to stop that. Any processed food, you got to stop. There's something that you're eating regularly that's not good for you. You got to stop it. Okay. They're saying you can replace it. You can replace it with fruit, with the lesser sweet fruits. They're saying You can replace it with the lesser sweet fruits. Right. Cool. I like that. Oh, wonderful. I recently lost a loved one. How long does it take for them to become a spirit? They understand everyone is a spirit. Your body that you're in right now, they're a spirit. Once the body ceases to function, they are back in spirit as a non-physical entity. Okay, that's the term I'll use for it. That's what they tell me anyway. So the body, like this body, which I'm directing to do these things, but it's doing it, right, is an instrument. It's not who we are. It's a vehicle we use in learning to experience creation. Yeah, they went really quickly. They have not left you. They're often slightly to your left and back behind you. Yeah, they keep nudging you at the atlas joint. You might feel something around the atlas joint in your neck. It's them. If you these weird tingly sensations at the atlas joint, the base of your neck, that's them. They're trying to connect you. The way to connect to people when they leave the body, you come to our masterclass and learn these skills. You can learn this, but they are an energy. They're not a physical body. You can't hear physical words. You can't hear physical sounds. You can't see a physical form. They are a non-physical entity, and you need to train your perception to perceive beyond the five sensory world. That is beyond the five physical senses. You need to train your awareness to use clairvoyance, clairaudience, clairsentience, claircognizance, so you can experience the love of that person around you all the time, right? You really can. You really, really can. Will mom be okay? They're always okay. When they make their transitions, they're always okay. What you need to do, the body is what dies, okay? The body, I can't even really say the word die. It transforms from being a physical body that you're in to back to the stuff of the earth, and you as an awareness move on from the physical dimension. Yeah, you really want to get to that place. Oh, hang on, so we've got a super chat over here. Super chat from Rainbow Warrior Potty, as always, sending love, blessings, and a truly grateful. Thank you for that super chat. Really appreciate that. 2222, one of my favorite numbers. Thank you very much. A double master number. Thank you so much. Laura Gay is asking, I had an angel whisper beautiful in my left ear after writing a poem, but nothing since. That's wonderful. Again, you know they exist. It's learning to tune. You see, a lot of people try to hear with their physical ears, and sometimes you do. My wife's had events in her life where she's actually had the voice speak to her and heard a physical sound. But generally speaking, you have to learn to hear with your inner ear, which is clairaudience, or your inner eye, which is clairvoyance, or your inner feeling, which is clairsentience. Those senses are dormant within most people because we've been so conditioned to be focused and attached to our external senses, sight, sound, touch, taste, smell, as the only way to perceive reality. In our Masterclass series, you learn how to open those inner senses, and you want to learn to open them. So you're not realizing death is an illusion, right? It's nonsense. Thank you so much for that. Is your class in the morning hours? Our classes run from Sunday to Friday, usually about an hour a day. On Sundays, it's usually around 3 p.m. On Mondays, it's 4 to 6 p.m. On Tuesday, it's between 1:30 and 2:30. On Wednesday, 4 to 6. On Thursday, 1:30 to 2:30. Friday, 4 to 6 p.m. And it is an intensive learning program. This is not just it's a very powerful course. You're literally listening to and learning from ascended masters, archangels, guides, multidimensional beings. You're literally communicating and experiencing their energy in your classes. So please go and sign up today. Don't waste any time. Got 6 more days left before it begins. Khan saying, excited for all the new people joining the course. You're going to become so happy and loving. And he's absolutely correct. Thank you, Khan. Oh, hi, Johnny. Good to see you again. Wonderful. Johnny Martinez. Good to have you back here again. Oh, thank you for that other super chat. $5. Thank you so much. Message from Katrina. A question from Katrina. Good morning, William. Any message for me today? Thank you so much. There's toning. Somebody's saying she needs to make the single sounds. Again, I'm hearing the tones I'm being given. You need to make it sound like the sound but not in a low note, in a higher range, like ooh, I can't, it's a very high note. I sound really silly making that note in a male body, but you want to make toning today very powerful for you. If you've got if you can sit down and just make various single tone sounds like A, E, I, O, U, making those sounds. It's not just vowels and consonants. It's a vibration to toning, an adjustment that will happen in your physiology that you've been wanting to make for a while. So do that. Go toning today. It's very powerful. Veronica's asking, any message for me? Would really appreciate it. Hi, Veronica. Wow, breathe. You need to spend time in your breath today. Like, you really need to spend time in your breath today. It's going to make things so much easier for you. Spend time in your breath today. Just in your breath. Nothing else. Don't let the distract. Spend time in your breath today. Just let your mind become quiet too when you do that. Question from Ash. Hi, Ashley. Any guidance would be truly appreciated. I wonder the meaning of my guides messages lately. You want to go slower. Release the undercurrent of anxiety. You need to release the undercurrent of anxiety in your actions. They're saying that you're doing a lot of things that you want to do, but there's an underlying anxiousness to them. They're saying you need to let go of the anxiousness, the underlying anxiousness to what you're doing. Make certain that your function of love is in all you say and do. Make sure your function of love is in all you say and do. Can you be more specific about that? They've talked about this in the classes before too, about our function of love. And it's basically recognizing that you're not your body, you're not your mind, you are a consciousness that is on a frequency of love, and then to imbue every thought and action in the energy of love. And it's a very different thing than conceptions of love that you've been taught, that love means this and love means that. No, the energy of love is very different than our conceptions of what love is. A lot of people don't get that. Thank you, Ash, for your question. Somebody sent another super chat, sending abundance. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. We love abundance here. Abundance is powerful. It's a part of our natural phenomenon of existence. The Schumann resonance has changed dramatically. Do they say anything about this? Yes, they do. We are at a point of human collective unconsciousness influencing and affecting time, space, and matter in very polarized ways. And you're seeing the world and the solar system reacting and responding to this. It has been asked, you have asked, many of you, why has your sun not bombarded your planet so severely with an electrical wave? It is because your function of love is still greater than your function of fear. But be mindful that if your function of fear should become greater than your function of love, then woe unto you. Your function of love must be nurtured, developed, shared, and implemented in all your ways. Fear will not lead you to the road of fulfillment that you think it shall. Wow. Thank you so much. When will I feel better? Hi, Kelsey. Kelsey, can I get you to take a deep breath right now? I've got Archangel Raphael coming in. Excuse me. I got Archangel Raphael coming in, Ashley. So sit down, take a deep breath, put your feet flat on the floor. Take a slow, deep breath and fill your breath and hold your breath for a moment. And as you exhale, keep holding your breath. As you exhale, think this thought: I choose to release all my suffering with love and grace. Those words are very important. I choose to release all my suffering with love and grace. And then exhale as you speak those words or think those words. I release all my suffering with love and grace. And take 4 breaths like that. And with each exhale, make that statement either in your mind or in your physical words. I release my suffering with love and grace. And at the end of the 4th breath, where you do that, just let yourself feel what you're feeling as a result of that, okay? And then what we want you to do is we want you to put in the comment section what you experienced after that fourth breath, Ashley. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Another super chat from Jackie. Hi, Jackie. Hi, will I be able to heal my body and get my energy healing business open while I'm pregnant? Congratulations on the pregnancy. Happy for you. We are struggling financially right now. Thanks. The emotion of struggle, that feeling, the emotion of struggle, you need to release it. Your husband and you need to release it from your bodies. You see, what they've taught me is that emotions live in our body, that we can actually release those emotions from our body. You can actually release the emotion of fear. You can actually release the emotion of guilt. You can actually release the emotion of shame from your body. There's a way to do that, and we teach that in the Masterclasses. So yeah, you want to really release the feeling of struggling, the emotion that's connected to that. It's living in your body. It's living in your husband's body. Find out where it lives in your body, and you can use the function of your breath to release it from it. Again, we go into that in great detail, but Jackie, it's going to get really easy for you. And your higher self of your child is so excited that you have chosen to partner up with her. She's very, very grateful. That's the energy I'm picking up from her, very feminine energy from her, right? Thank you so much. Let's see.
Okay, we've got like a spammer, but who's saying?
Only Jesus has the answer. He is the creator. Seek him. Absolutely truthful. Master Jesus is one of the ascended masters, but he's not the only ascended master. There is an angelic hierarchy, just like there's a human hierarchy, which we put God at the top. But I want to say to you, dear one, yes, Master Jesus is by far one of the most beloved of the ascended masters and the most well-known by name, but not by spirit. So many people know Master Jesus by name, but they do not know him by spirit. And his spirit is a spirit of love, compassion, truth, knowledge, wisdom, and guidance. And he is not the only way. He is one way. There are other ascended masters. There's God. You can talk to God directly yourself as well. There's also Master Saint Germain. There's also Master Buddha, right? There's Master Lao Tzu. There's Joan of Arc. There's Kuan Yin. There are many ascended masters who've ascended to alignment with God or the divinity. So to say there is only one is not necessarily the right thing to say. It denies people. And remember, there are many people that would want you to be availed of only one when there are many. You do not have to depend only on one. There are many. Thank you so much for your concern. Excuse me. Hello, Monica. Monica's asking, please tell me what my guides would like for me to know. I have been on this spiritual path for 10 years. Hi, Monica. It's really important to go within, to go within. Again, Monica, you need to learn to get sensitive to receiving guidance and information from them, and then how to implement it. Because there's a lot of people, we get a lot of people who've been in this spiritual path for many decades, and then they discover how to connect to their guides and angels, and their lives are completely changed. They discover their own innate function of healing. Even Master Jesus said, what I have done, you can do greater. He said that in Scripture. What I have done, you can do greater. That's because you can learn from the Master, right? So you want to learn. Again, come out to the Masterclass. Sign up. You still got 6 days to sign up. Come and join us. Wonderful time. Thank you so much. I'm glad you love our work. What is the best way to transition my career into doing more of what I love using my gifts? Thank you so much for that question, Blake. That's a great question. And a lot of people are struggling with that right now. How to find your purpose. And they've addressed this many times. You came here for a purpose. I don't care who you are, whether you believe what you're hearing here or not. Every single being on this planet came here with a purpose. Every one of you knows this. It's why you're so frustrated and upset when you don't feel you're living it. It's not because you don't have one. You just haven't connected to it. You've been disconnected from it by the world. The way they teach you in schools, they don't teach you to go within and find out who are you. What is your unique gift? They don't teach you that. They teach you, remember this, be this, do this. And there's some really wonderful things you can get from the educational system. Don't get me wrong. But keep this in mind, more importantly, that within you is the truth of who you are and the truth of your purpose. Why did you come here? What is the reason? And if you do not know how to go within to find that information, because it's inside you, everybody knows it's inside you. If it were outside you, you would have found it by now. It's inside you. The information, the kingdom of God is within you. All that you need is within you. That's the simplest way to put it. So you really want to get back into that place within yourself. Truly, go within. You did not come here to suffer. You did not come here to lead a purposeless life. You came here for a reason, every single one of you. Oh, I'm smelling roses right now. Beautiful. That happens a lot. So that's the other thing I get when they come around. I get smells. These beautiful smells sometimes come around. Lilac, roses, out of nowhere, right? I'll smell them and say, do you smell that? And my wife, and she goes, no, I don't smell anything. Come, it's right here. Can you smell it? No, I can't smell it. Because they'll communicate to you when they need to communicate to you. I'm so grateful for all of you coming out today. Also, I will be activating memberships on my YouTube channel today. I'm very excited about that. We're going to have memberships, and I'm going to set up a monthly event for my YouTube subscribers that choose to become members of the channel. And all of you on TikTok. Oh, hang on. Another question coming in here. Oh, it disappeared. Got my partner crying with me today. It's great. Hi, I had a dream of my past ones. I mean, like 5 of them. Congratulations. Yeah, they can come to you in dreams. And each of them, the funny thing when they come to you through dreams like that, if you can remember not the phenomena of seeing them, but what did they give you? What was the energy they communicated to you? Because in dreams, we receive energy in a very different way from spirit, from our loved ones, from other realms of information, right? You can receive it. Anyway, congratulations. I'm so happy for you. It's wonderful. Again, if I didn't get your question today, go to either my YouTube channel or my TikTok page under my bio or description and click on the Linktree link. It'll take you to my Linktree where you can pose a question to me directly. And I can give it more deeper thought here because this is kind of rapid fire here. And I'm really grateful that I get a chance to be here and do this with all you guys. I've been doing this 4.5 years. Never in my life would I thought about talking about Jesus and Buddha and all this wonderful stuff. I never in my wildest dreams did I ever expect to become a spiritual medium. And it's a work in progress, like any other thing you learn. I want to say thank you to everybody for coming out today. Let's see. Here we go. Oh, hang on. Brow Queen is asking, any messages from my mom and dad? A huge hug for you. Like this, they're just like, I want to take you into the middle of them. They hold you in the middle of their heart. Let yourself feel this right now. Like, please let yourself feel their love right now. Like, literally close your eyes, take a deep breath, and just let yourself be surrounded by love. Their energy is around you. And I've had people during a reading where they called, they wanted their loved one, their husband had left, right? And they wanted to experience his presence. And he came in, and she literally, I watched this as he literally, his energy came to her. She literally wrapped her arms around his energy. And they were just this incredible, beautiful, blissful thing to watch. That happens too, where they energetically come to you and you feel that. And I hope you do that for yourself. I hope you give yourself permission to see beyond the limits of what they've been taught to believe. Yolanda saying, I will be in the 101. Question, I hear words or sentences in my head. Who is that? Well, you're going to learn in the 101, Yolanda. I'm so grateful that you'll be joining us. Wonderful. Yeah, so you got 6 days left to join up. Again, this is an intensive course in connecting to your guides and your angels, and also in learning to heal your own mind and body to end unnecessary suffering in your life. And I want to say thank you to the Ascended Masters, the many beings that came through that. I want to thank all of you for your questions. Thank you for your support, your super chats. Really, 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 really appreciate it. It helps the channel. And I want to wish you all much love. And I'll see you guys on the Wednesday edition of Shortcuts for Your Soul. And again, don't forget, use my Linktree link if you've got questions you want to pose to me directly, and I can get to them throughout the day. Have yourselves a wonderful and a joyful day.